This is episode 3 of the Wizarding Owl podcast. Today, I chose to go ahead and reach out to the Instagram community, um, seek out some questions that I could possibly answer about Harry Potter and, the course of the story throughout the 7 books. I'm fortunate that Diagon Alley, that's Diagon underscore Lely underscore and Mini Dot Muggle help me out with some questions that I could respond to over the duration of this podcast. One of the first questions being Mini Muggle, what are the best season or to dos during the holidays at the Wizarding World? What Mini Muggle is referring to is, what are some of the attractions to see or to do at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Hollywood. I think just the overall ambiance is just a great place to be at during the holiday season. I know there's a season in which the Wizarding World at Universal Studios in Hollywood begins to change the setting as far as decorations goes. I also know that they do have some sort of system that throws out snow or artificial snow, but the overall feeling is that it's a winter vibe. You could just imagine being there at night, walking through Hogsmeade Village, walking in front of Hogwarts with snow falling over you. How that would create the reenactment of the winter season at Hogwarts that we see in the movies, that we see detailed in the stories of Harry Potter over the course of the books. It's quite majestical. It's quite magical. It's everything that we wish to experience when we hear about how great the story and the setting is of Harry Potter. You can actually reenact that. You can actually walk through it. There's an element that's very much alive when there's snow falling, especially at night. Especially at night. Overall, I think that's the one true difference I see that separates the Wizarding World during the winter season from all the other months outside of the heat. It's cooler. It's very much like you're a part of the storyline without being part of the storyline. And I love it, and I can't wait to experience it again. Heading towards into the ending months of the year. Diagon Ellie, she asks, "Who is your favorite character?" I didn't know who my favorite character was growing up until um, it was a natural answer that came to me once The Prisoner of Azkaban came out. That ended up being Sirius Black. At first, I thought I was duped the whole time, or J.K. Rowling did an excellent job of making you believe that Sirius Black was in fact, this horrible person that was the culprit behind Harry Potter's parents' death, and ends up being, he's the greatest person that could have ever happened to Harry Potter. He was wrongfully imprisoned in Azkaban. He's the one that everyone points the finger towards being this just hellacious driving force behind the demise of, or the target after Harry Potter, outside of Voldemort's movement. And he's entirely the opposite of that, and you find that out obviously at the end of Prisoner of Azkaban. Yeah, just to go back to the initial question, my favorite character is Sirius Black. He's my version of the quiet professional. Um, just one of the tip top, just upper echelon of wizards that has such an acumen for wizarding knowledge and spells, and such an amazing backbone, such an amazing supporting system behind the Order of the Phoenix, behind Harry himself. Just an amazing friend to Harry's parents. Just the best qualities you could ever ask for from someone this Sirius embodies. He's got several hero elements. For all these things, I would say he's my favorite character out of all the characters in the storyline. I think he's a pivotal puzzle to driving Harry to just reach the pinnacle of what his potential could be in terms of being the savior. I think Harry's a savior for the whole wizarding community, and he's able to do what he does based on the influences, based on the role models that are bestowed upon him. Um, just from having so many amazing people around him, from his introduction to his maturity in the wizarding world. Another question from Diagon Ellie is, what do you think about Snape and Lily's relationship? I think it's very black and white. What you see is what you get. Lily is this popular girl that's hanging around with a popular group, and Snape falls in love with her from a very young age. Even if their relationship was very great, I think he always had more to give towards the relationship, even if it was a friendship, more so than Lily ever did or ever could. Even with her recognizing that, wow, if I chose to go this alternate route and date Snape, this this guy because he was a teenager at the time. This guy could give me everything I could ever ask for from someone else, and in terms of commitment to a relationship, investment in a relationship, possibly love. It seemed like Snape had a lot of love to give towards Lily. But outside those things, Lily's love for someone else ultimately was just at a higher level, or was at just simply the love she could give someone in terms of having a romantic relationship was with someone that was not Snape, and that's Harry's father. Do I think that Neville Longbottom could have? This is a different question. Do I think that Neville Longbottom could have been the chosen one? I don't ever believe that was in the cards for Neville. Harry Potter to me is a hero story. Someone that rises from the bottom to just being a very obvious hero, as we learn. I mean, it did take several years for Harry to fulfill that role of a hero, but every year that passed, it seemed like he was just climbing the mountain, and every feat that he defeated or that he accomplished was just something so profound, something so out of the ordinary that it led everything that happened led in the direction of Harry being the chosen one. I mean, for crying out loud, Dumbledore died so that the direction of this trajectory could be that, Harry be the savior, Harry be the chosen one, whatever word you want to associate with hero. Harry was that guy. So no, I don't think that Neville could have been the chosen one. This is my breakdown for answering some questions that you guys had on Instagram. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I appreciate these questions. I appreciate answering these questions. Um, you guys are great. Any other questions I can answer? Follow me on Instagram and on YouTube at the Wizarding Owl. Hope you guys enjoy hearing this. Cheers.